is that your innovations reveal a lot about who you are and your passions and your values. Look at any innovation and you will learn a lot about that innovator. Who you are, where you come from, what you're passionate about, and what you value. So I thought I'd walk through a couple quick case studies as examples of how you can look at any industry in any country and any culture around the world to see this phenomenon. So for our example today, I picked two completely unrelated industries that could not be further from each other, two different cultures, so you can see this in action. But you could have chosen 100 other examples of this. It's fascinating. So I picked as an example waffles and surfing. Waffles and surfing. Why did I pick waffles and surfing? Why not? Because they're so random and unrelated, this can certainly prove my point. On the waffles example, how many of you know crepes and waffles? Please raise your hand by a show of hands. You guys know crepes and waffles? All right, a todos. Everyone knows crepes and waffles, right? In Colombia, crepes and waffles has over 100 locations, restaurants and ice cream parlors. Plus, they've expanded to 7 other Latin American nations, including, of course, right here in Mexico. But what's behind that business model? What are the passions and values of the founders, of the innovators that have revolutionized that industry and been a huge success story in Latin America? In Colombia, there was a huge problem with single mothers, not very high unemployment for single mothers. If you're a single mom, it's very hard to get a job with a flexible work schedule. They wanted to address this social concern, and now many of the employees at Crepes and Waffles are single mothers. This is built into their business model. They're making money while making a social impact and changing real lives. And a lot of people attribute part of their success to that innovation. It reflects their passions and values. So think about your passions and values. What are you passionate about? What's your story? You've heard a little bit of mine and a couple other innovators. What are you passionate about? What is your story? Everyone has a story. What is yours? Okay, everybody, please stop. Please stop, everyone. Thank you very much. Now, can I have one team to please volunteer? Can one team be brave enough, have the courage to stand up in front of this room and maybe tell us a little bit about your new friend? Can one team please stand up and volunteer? Otherwise, I will volunteer one of you guys. Okay, you guys want to volunteer? Great. Please come join me on the stage, you and your partner. Please give them a round of applause. Come join me, please. Is there a handheld mic, please? Great, please come join me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Mucho gusto. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys. Okay, please take the microphone and just briefly introduce your new friend, or maybe old friend. Tell us about his most passions, his biggest passions and values, and kind of a little bit about how he got here today.
Okay, he's Alejandro. He works as a teacher at the Universidad Iberoamericana, and he likes to do events of the Japanese culture.
Japanese, very cool. Okay, thank you very much. And please swap and let's learn about your new friend.
Her name is Carla. He is very passionate about traveling and tourism, and she came from Cancun to here in order to meet everyone and have a good time here.
Awesome, great. Thank you so much. Please give me a round of applause. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. I know it's not easy to come in front of a live audience, so thank you for sharing. I'm trying to illustrate the point that we have so much to learn from each other. When you dig deeper, you can see how the passions and values have translated into the career choices that they make and will affect your innovative choices as well. That's really at the root of innovation.